Welcome to Botanic Designs. Today we're going to have a look at orchids. I have a lot of orchids. They flower, they enjoy life. Every year, again, we get new flowers and we treat them very well. But lately I saw one of our orchids look like it was dead. But on a second time, when we looked better, we saw that it already made new leaves on two sides. So what I'm going to show you today is how to change the bark, and we're also going to take off the dead roots, and in the end we're going to give it some fertilizer. So that's what we're going to do today. Follow me. Okay, press subscribe over here and the bell and you will get an update whenever I upload something new. So what do we need? First of all, we need our orchid. We need scissors to cut off the dead roots. And as you can see, I put it in a 70% alcohol. I always clean my tools before I start working with my plants. We need distilled water. We need bark, especially for orchids, as you can see. And of course, in the end, maybe we're also going to fertilize it. Okay, so first we're going to take out the orchid. We're going to keep the little pot, and as you can see, it's transparent, which is very important. And now slowly we take off all the old bark. I like to check if the sponge, which they normally put over here when they sell you the orchid, is already taken out, and I did that already in the past. Normally spoken, when you buy an orchid, you have a little sponge over here, and there are two reasons why they don't take it out. First of all, they're too lazy to do that, and it costs a lot of money. Second of all, if it's over there, it means that your orchid is going to die very quickly and you'll buy a new one. Okay, so now you can see that we have over here the orchid. You see that most of the roots, if not all, are in a very bad situation. Maybe this one over here, it still looks good. This one over here. But all the other ones, they look really bad. As you can see over here, we got some beginning of a new leaf, and this one is already developed a little bit more. Okay, so what am I going to do? And don't be afraid to take off roots. Of course, I also want to have a little bit of roots to hold the orchid in the media, in the bark. Does this look like, it looks like a feather. This one still looks somehow okay, so I'm going to cut it over here. Dead roots, they can cause root rot. So it's very important to take it off. And again, I'm going to sterilize a little bit. You see over here, this one I'm taking off too. This one I'm taking off. This one, try not to cut the new leaves. This one looks really dead, so I hope I can do it with the scissors. Yes. Okay, so now I have this one. Be careful, because this is a really good root, and I think by mistake that I cut this one, but it will survive. So you have to be very careful, as you can see. Don't do it too quickly, as I'm doing right now. And this looks a little bit like rot. Okay, over here. Now, I'm not sure whether I'm going to take this one off. It is totally dead, as you can see. Maybe I'm going to do that. As you can see, this one is dead almost, so I'm just going to put it over here. I'm going to sterilize the cutter. It's a little bit stronger piece, so scissors is not going to work. And let's do it. Yes, took it out. I still have the pieces that are alive. Also to cut off this one and this one. And I don't want to take it off too much, because if we cut into a part that's still alive, then we have a problem. So let's see. I see that this part of the root I can take off. This is an old root. Flew away. Here you can see that these roots are still okay. This one looks so-so, but these two are still okay. So there's really a good chance that it's going to survive. And now I'm not going to take off anymore, because I also wanted to sit in a normal way in the media, in the bark. Only this last part didn't look like something. Now a very important thing is to leave some roots on top of the media, on top of the bark. Very important thing is to leave some roots. These are air roots above the bark. So I think I'm going to put bark, clean the bark, and let it sit over here so these roots can develop. Those are the air roots. Also here I can see it's still a little bit alive. So I hope we're going to save it. Okay. Okay, now here I have the original pot and I don't have anything else. So I'm going to try to clean it. I'm putting here some alcohol, 70%. And we're just trying to clean it. I hope that's it. Okay, let's put a little bit over here on the bottom. And it's going to evaporate, of course. I can also clean it with some water. Now, very carefully, I'm putting some alcohol on here, and I'm just going to gently wipe this off with alcohol. Be careful with the roots, of course, and the leaves. Don't destroy it. Okay, that's it. So now we have this special orchid bark, and I'm going to fill it. I'm going to fill the pot with bark. You can see it's very, very small bark. There's also a little bit bigger bark. You know what? I'm going to get the bigger bark too, so you can see the difference. I always have both in stock. You can see that this one is a little bit different than the other one. Pieces of the bark a little bit bigger. But both are okay. So as you can see, I just put over here the bark. Maybe I'm gonna put a little bit more over here. So, and now I'm going to take the orchid, and I'm going to put it back in the bark, in the new bark. And as you can see, I'm going to leave the air roots over here, and also the new orchid. We're going to leave it out. And I put some bark back, and that's why I left some of the roots, so you get some stability. Let's see where the other roots are. And those roots are over here, as you can see. And I want them to stay open for some light. And the last pieces of bark, that's it. And of course, now it's very important to put some distilled water in it. Some places you can use tap water, but here where I live, it's better to use distilled water. And now it's only once a week that you're going to give it water. Keep an eye on those roots. They need to be greenish. They stay greenish. And let's hope that we're going to succeed. And I will give you an update whenever I see that it's growing and developing.